Hey y'all, it's Dr. Shamanda. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things mental health, personal finance, and overall strategies to live your best life. Alright, y'all, I am sitting in my car. As you can see, it is time for the gym. It's a little bit later in the afternoon. I didn't even hold you. I let myself sleep. It's Saturday. And had to rest. Okay, but if you're new here, just FYI, I am a licensed mental health and addictions therapist here in North Carolina, and I specialize in financial therapy, which is honestly all about helping people heal their relationship with money and understanding how money impacts everything, our whole everything, literally. And today I wanted just to do a quick little car chat with you guys before I hit the gym, because I was thinking about a couple things. One, the concept of abundance, and then two, everything that I've been seeing on social media concerning like struggle content, right? And I know you guys know what I'm talking about, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I work with my clients on, which is shifting our mindsets around money and wealth and just our well-being in general. And really leaning into this concept and this idea that abundance is truly our birthright, right? I just don't believe that we were born into this world to be held in bondage by money or lack thereof. Now, I get it. Across the world, there are millions of people who live in poverty, who live, in third world countries, and just have a lot of things going on. But there are a lot of other factors, and I think that we don't want to talk about those things. They're like the systematic, sorry, my alarm went off, but the systemic issues that play a role and a factor in that, the governments, all those things. I don't think that people are innately born to just come here and struggle and suffer, right? Now, there are people who would disagree for different reasons because of like their belief systems around our souls and like why we came here and the contracts that our soul have with the earth and all that kind of stuff. But I'm talking about just in general, we can live abundantly, right? And I think the most important piece is understanding what that means, though, because again, just like the concept of success, it doesn't apply to everyone. Like my concept of success isn't the same as yours, right? I could say that success for me is being able to work at home, work my own hours 3 days a week, see a handful of clients, earn a couple, multiple six figures a year, have six figures in the bank, have $1 million invested, have multiple real estate properties, have me a fine, loyal, faithful husband, thriving, successful adult children, and being able to travel the world and just enjoy life. That may be a success for me. I mean, for the most part, that is. I mean, maybe add a couple more things, but And then you might say success is climbing the corporate ladder and being senior vice president of your company, earning six figures a year, raising kids, being able to take PTO whenever you want, like have unlimited PTO, and having an office downtown in the city with a big window. That may be success for you, right? So at the end of the day, it's the same thing when it comes to abundance. I truly believe that we were still meant, we all can have a sense of abundance. And it really comes down to shifting our mindset. If you wake up every day, and let's say you, like me, I started from the bottom. I was raised by a single mom, working class family system, environment system. I started from the bottom, literally. But if I live my life over these years, if I thought forever like that, okay, this is forever it, like there's no climbing the social ladder, like I'm never going to become more than this is always going to be my life, that's a scarcity mindset. That's a very limited mindset. And I would never have even tried or strove to be better and have a better life. But because somehow and somewhere along the lines in my world, I started to think that I could have more. And there was a life for me that was filled with abundance, that was filled with more in every area of my life, right? And That's what I want you to lean into, is that, like, no matter where you are right now in life, there is the possibility that you could live a different life. Does that mean that it's going to be just handed to you and you can wake up in the morning and your whole life has just changed and you just all of a sudden now you got all this money in the bank and you have this perfect job or this perfect business that's full with clients? No, we're not saying that. I don't live in Delulu spooky land. That's not how I operate, right? I truly believe that you do have to be a little delusional just about the idea of thinking that it's possible, because you got to start believing that it's possible and that it's already happening for you. But you also have to know that you got to put some work in, right? And so that brings me to the whole struggle content issue. Is, I told you guys, when I did my financial fast last year, I think it was early, it was last year, the end of last year, I believe. Or was this year? Time is going by too fast for me. But when I did that financial fast, y'all, one thing that I gave up was the content about, people talking about, this people laying off and all the debt and I can't find a house, and like the struggle content. I just could not watch that. So I sacrificed that for 30 something days, and actually I have not gone back to it at all. But I said I need to get rid of that. I need to take that out of my space, right? Let me cleanse myself of that mindset and constantly ingratiating myself in that content, because I'm internalizing it. Maybe not consciously, but subconsciously it's going into my mind. And so every time I'm getting ready to make a decision or a step or a choice in my life, I'm thinking about, but what if this happened, and what if this happened, but I just saw these people living in a storage building on YouTube, but this person lost their job after 20 years, or this person, they decided to leave corporate America, but their business failed and they're not making no money, but what about the social media influencers who are now, they're saying they're going broke. I was constantly watching all of this content of these people struggling. So of course, as I started to embark on my own journey and wanting to make some decisions and step out on faith, those thoughts were going to come. I might not have thought they were there, but they were going to come, and they started to come. But I think that going through that fast helped me, because they weren't really that strong, because I hadn't watched them in a while. And I would say in the last couple weeks, I've been seeing more struggle content, and I've been just blocking the channels, because I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. As someone who stepped out on faith, who truly believes that I get to live a life of abundance, and that abundance is my birthright, and that I wasn't born to struggle and hustle and grind and live my life where I'm just working for a company, even though I have all the skills and I'm earning them 3 or 4 or 5 times what they're paying me. That's not my life. That's not my reality. I don't believe in that. So I had to step away from that struggle content. And so I want you to think about it. If you're someone who wants to do something great this year and beyond, consider who you're around, what you're watching, what you're doing, right? Another thing I did is I invested in a business coaching program where I'm around a lot of other entrepreneurs, and I told you guys about this a little bit. And these are private practice therapists, because that's where I'm at in my world, my professional world. And they have their own private practice, and they charge a premium fee. They don't accept insurance. Like, they are like, hey, this is my specialty. It's like if you were getting a surgeon. You know what I'm saying? If you were looking for someone to do some type of surgery or something, and this is a specialist, that's who we are. And so we can command a higher rate, because we studied a lot. We did a lot to get to where we are, to give you this special type of treatment, right? But I had to get around people who like that, who believed in themselves so much that they could say, oh, they were saying that, I know there are therapists who charge like $50 an hour or per session, but I charge $200, $250, a session. And no, I understand, I get it. This is not for everybody, but this isn't for everybody, literally, right? And so getting around people like that, so that I could feel comfortable doing that and work through those fears, because there are people in other professions, lawyers, attorneys, doctors, medical doctors. They have no problem charging fees like that, because they know what they're bringing in the transformation that they're going to bring. And so just working through those things, being around people like that, changing my mindset from, the scarcity to more of abundance, and also not partaking or engaging in this struggle content stuff. No, there's a lot going on in the world. We don't need no extra. We don't need no more extra. Like, we can turn on the news and see all the stuff that's going on. We don't need nobody sitting here, hopefully you guys can hear me, sitting here posting all this stuff about, and some of the stuff be fake, so let's just call it what it is. I ain't trying to call anybody out, but I'm just saying it's supposed to be fake for views, and it's just so sad to see, but whatever. But anyway, abundance is your life, is your birthright. Internalize that. Abundance is your birthright. You were not born to be here struggling and just stressed out. Figure out what it is that you need to do to shift your life. That's what I do. Literally, it's what I work with my clients on. Is helping them change their mindset around money, around their lives. I don't care if you're in corporate America, you're trying to get a promotion. If you are starting your own business, but you're scared. If you are trying to pay off debt so that you can live a life of more freedom. That's what I do. That's what I help my clients with, whether it's financial therapy, where we're doing like deep therapy, or it's just, financial coaching and mindset coaching, where I teach you techniques and help hold you accountable and help you week to week on how to get to where you want to get. That is what I do. That's what I love to do. And I'm so grateful that I get to do this now. Like, this is what I really like to do. And yeah, so anyway, I hope you like this video. If you do, like, comment, subscribe, share. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, let me know. I have my website in the description. Check that out. Book a call with me, a consultation, see if this will be a good fit. Also, I do have a workshop coming out. It's $19.99. It'll be coming out next Friday, so March 20th. The Financial Reset Workshop. If you can't afford to work with me one-on-one, I'm not being funny when I said it. I mean, I'm serious, like, for real, like, I get it. Then you might want to check out this workshop, because it's going to be very deep, very intense. And probably after the workshop, you're going to want to work with me one-on-one, because you're like, oh man, I want to do a deeper dive. And that's going to be available to you as well. Alright guys, I hope you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share. We're almost at 3,000. I love you guys. I'm so excited for you, for your abundance, for your shift. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.